The purpose of having a testing center here at the University of North Texas in the Disability Office is to provide appropriate accommodations for students who are eligible for testing accommodations. Not all of the students who are eligible for disability accommodations receive testing accommodations. So if a student isn't sure, they need to check with their ODA counselor. The types of testing accommodations that might be available include testing in a distraction-reduced environment, extended time for tests, or using an assistive technology which could include a closed caption television, a CCTV, or a reading software such as Kurzweil or JAWS. The students will provide their professor with a copy of their ODA letter of accommodation first, and then they will provide their professor with a copy of the alternative test request form, and that's this form right here. And on this form, the student is responsible to get this form completely filled out and returned back to our office. The student actually fills out this top half, and then they take the form to their professor, who then fills out the bottom half. Any changes that are made to the testing procedure need to be approved by the professor. Then the student needs to make sure that we get those updated instructions. If we do not get those updated instructions, then the student isn't eligible to use those while testing in our office. The student arrives at their scheduled time. They take their personal belongings and put them into the cubby holes that we have at the front of the office. Anything that's not approved for use during the test needs to go in there, including cell phones, personal communication devices. Next, the student will get started in the testing station. We will instruct the student how long they have to take the test, and then the student needs to monitor it. We have clocks on the wall, or the student can request a little digital clock that we have. If the student refuses to stop the test at their scheduled stop time, then that becomes an irregular situation, and we report that information to the professor. Here in the testing center, we utilize a warning system to inform students if they aren't following the procedures correctly. And a failure of a student to consistently not follow the procedures, which may include not stopping their tests, not turning in the test request forms on time, or any other irregular situation, academic dishonesty, then the student may lose the ability to use the testing center.